Mr. President, Secretary General, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, there are times in history when the decisions of nations are remembered by posterity. This is one such moment. What we do today or cannot do will be recorded in history. Driven by arrogance and emboldened by impunity, Israel has mounted a relentless onslaught on the occupied and beleaguered people of Palestine. As we speak, children, women, and men in Palestine are being killed with impunity. In 1 week of Israeli attacks, over 250 Palestinians have been killed and thousands injured. 1/3 are women and children. Death echoes in every home in Gaza. The Israeli airstrikes are responsible for the taking of every single life of the Abu Hattab family. 2 were women and 8 children. Let that sink in for just a moment. Hundreds of such tragedies are being enacted every hour in Gaza and other parts of the Palestinian territories. So far, over 50,000 Palestinians have fled their homes in Gaza. There is limited access to water, food, hygiene, and health services. Hospitals and access to water and sanitation services depend on electricity. Fuel for the power plants has almost run out. Gaza is plunged in darkness, literally and metaphorically. The only light is that of Israeli explosions. This is Palestine, where in full view of the world, the Israeli airstrikes bring down entire buildings to kill and terrorize innocent Palestinians and even silence the media. It is time to say enough. The voice of the Palestinian people cannot and will not be silenced. We, the representatives of the Islamic world, are here to speak with them and for them. Mr. President, it is appalling that the Security Council has been unable to exercise its primary responsibility for the maintenance of international peace and security. The Security Council has failed even to demand a cessation of hostilities. Those preventing the Council from doing so bear a heavy responsibility. In these circumstances, the General Assembly must assume its own responsibility. We must not fail the Palestinian people at this critical juncture. Mr. President, our first priority must be to halt the Israeli aggression. I hope that even at this 11th hour, the Security Council will call for a cessation of Israeli attacks. If it fails to do so, the General Assembly must make this demand on behalf of the entire international community. Let us be clear, there is no moral or military equivalence between the beleaguered and occupied Palestinian people, who have no army, no navy, no air force, and the Israeli war machine, one of the most powerful in the world. This is a war between a military occupier and an occupied people.